Hello, Caleb here. Back with another video. And make sure you hit that subscribe button. We're on our way to 1,000. So let's get into it.
When you're on a date, who should pay?
I know. I mean, that's what I told them. I'm sorry.
But-
I would say, I'm dating. We're dating.
But here's the
gentleman here.
okay. He's supposed to pay.
Yeah, that's
You're
what I told them.
but you're supposed to have sex with him whenever he says.
No.
That right there is a double standard. Because if he needs to pay, we gotta get some.
Whenever Walt.
Where does this double standard come from? I'm sorry, it's the reality. You guys can moan at it all you want, but the moment you say to a guy, you have to pay for my time, you're saying this relationship isn't equal. This relationship isn't equal. My time is worth more than yours, so you should pay for it.
Yeah, that's exactly what they say. On top of that, they also make up the excuse, oh, we had to put on our makeup. It took so much time to do this. You could go out in, let's say, jogging pants without putting on makeup. Sure, you may not look the best at that moment, but at least you'd be there, you'd be on time, and more than likely the guy would be understanding. And maybe you actually want a bit more on the 50-50 side for the dinner, but beyond that, it's about even.
I wonder what paradigm that sets up. Here's my view. If you go on a date with a guy and you don't offer to pay your share, you weren't taught right. If you go on a date and he doesn't pay, he wasn't taught right. I can tell you right now, if I was dating someone and they never offered to pay, I wouldn't be dating them. I can tell you that now. If they never offered to pay, I would not be dating them because I'd say, this is the most polite they're ever going to be. And they're not even trying to pay now. What does that say about my future? But let me come at this from a different angle.
He knows what he wants. So all you guys should take notes from this guy. Because if you understand yourself, you can understand what you want.
I will always treat my partner how I would treat my best friend. And I wouldn't apply a different standard to my partner than my best friend. I wouldn't say to my best friend, let's always go out to dinner and you always pay. I'd say, let's be teammates here in whatever way we can. And maybe, by the way, proportionately, what you can do is less than what he can do. That's a different thing. If he says to you, I want to go stay at the top hotel in Big Sur this weekend, and it's $1,500 a night, and you say, I don't have the money. It's his job to say, it doesn't matter. I didn't do it so you could pay. I did it because I want to go and I want to take you. Great. That's what that is, right? Or if you both agree to go on holiday and you have a fifth of his earning potential, you say, I want to contribute to a fifth of this holiday. It's overly simplistic, but you get what I'm saying, right? I'll contribute on the level I can contribute. Let me tell you what means something to a guy.
That does matter a lot.
Trying. That means something to a guy. When he feels that you're not even trying to contribute, that's when he feels used. Because any guy who's really confident and self-respecting, if the woman never is even trying to contribute, he feels like he's being taken advantage of. And it has nothing to do with money. It has to do with the lack of gesture.
Yep, because a gesture is worth 1,000 words. So if you don't even attempt, or it's like, you say you're broke? Yeah, I can help. At least there's that give and take kind of thing right there. But there's many women that just want food. It's like, oh yeah, you take me out, I'm hungry today. She gets the best things on the menu, and you're sitting there with a salad. It's like, what? How is this fair? Are you just trying to take money or what?
What are you going to say about all the TikTok girls that are saying all these mean things about you in my ring.
That it's proving a point that men are the only creatures in this world that get no unconditional love. They're loved only the condition that they provide something for another person.
That's sad, but I think you might be onto something.
There's really two types of women in this world. The one type that absolutely has to know how much money was spent on her engagement ring. This woman will either know how much you spent because she already had picked out the ring, or she will find out how much you spent either through blatantly asking you or just knowing the specs on the diamond. The other type of woman just wants meaning behind the ring. This meaning can come from the fact that the ring or the gems are a family heirloom, or through the fact that he finds something that really is fitting to her sense of style. For me, I'm simple. He obviously did a good job. But the thing about this second group of women is that they would say yes to a ring pop. When you get down on one knee, they're not looking at the ring first because they're saying yes to you, not the ring.
A single mother is allowed to spend her child support money on whatever she wants.
My baby daddy quit his job as an electrician where he was making over 6 figures a year to work a minimum wage job at a fast food place just so he wouldn't have to pay me $3,000 a month in child support. Is that not ridiculous?
That's just hilarious. That just goes to show he didn't want to support you. He'd rather give up his job rather than support you so you don't have to work. Work, do your job, and just be fine with that. Don't expect freebies for the rest of your life. Because essentially, child support's supposed to be there for the child, not for you to sit at home and lollygag.
For my mortgage.
Does anyone else wonder, like, hey, what's wrong with me? Why have I not found my person yet? I'm ready.
Show me your tax returns, show me your bank statements, show me your face, show me your profile, your side profile, show me your body, top to bottom, do a 360. Those are the requirements for you to come for me. Those are the requirements for you to come for me, okay? You think I'm joking, it's the actual truth.
Something is wrong with you!
She's all about physical appearance and money. She's probably hitting the streets looking for the guy she wants.
I haven't slept with my husband in probably a year. Unintentionally, probably 4 or 5 months. Intentionally, probably 8 or 9 months. And that really gets a lot of people upset.
I wonder how
upset causes them to jump to a lot of conclusions. Yeah. Of course I would jump to a lot of conclusions because you're not sleeping with a guy for an X amount of time. That guy's gonna think that you're sleeping around with other dudes. Are you? We don't know. This is just a little TikTok of you. But we can all think as to what might actually be happening.
I thought I'd be happier, except the judge set the child support amount at $326 a month. $326 a month for 2 kids for child support is what he has to pay me. $326 a month.
It's based on his current wage. If he ain't making much, you ain't getting much.
Because he's not working.
Okay, but seriously,
You should be lucky you're getting something at all since he's not working.
where are all the good guys? They have to be out there. Those of us that are in the dating game have to believe that they're out there or we wouldn't be doing it.
This man just
Oh, we're out there. We're probably in your friend zone.
say he don't want to talk. He don't want to talk, but he was talking when he was inside me, right? So you think you can't, so you think you could be inside me, but you can't answer my phone call? You're funny. You're so funny.
Rejected. A lot of women are completely narcissistic, just absolute agents of chaos.
Okay, so in November, I decided I no longer wanted to be a responsible parent and I gave up my kids. I was just tired of being responsible and caring for them. I felt like I was too young and I wanted to go out there and experience life, and I started dating someone else, so it just didn't fit with my new lifestyle. And I didn't have anything to worry about because the other parent is a very responsible parent. But now I'm here because now I'm in child support, and to top it off, I'm really pissed off that I took care of them all the way up to November.
Yeah, that was your choice, to not want to be with the kids. Because at that point, you're getting child support. You're able to live. You're able to do A, B, and C. But because the kids were in your way, quote unquote, oh, guess what? He now has the kids. You get to have the life you want, but you now need to give him money. Isn't it just wonderful on how that works? I love Judge's ruling.
Half of marriages end up failing actually in cooking.
Divorce rates are actually cooking in America right now.
In America right now, like half of marriages end up failing because of divorce. So I'm probably not even gonna get married, or at least not marry an American girl, because I don't want her taking half my and my kids. So that's what it seems like is happening for most dudes in America right now.
Yep. He pretty much said it all. There's nothing much more to add to that.
There.
Oh, finally, bedtime. My favorite time of day.
Oh, so you get to cuddle?
No, it's the only time you're asleep and not nagging me.
I can't imagine giving this man any amount of money that I work hard for.
Hold on. The kids are 8 and 5.
Right.
So you got to give it to him.
She was stripping.
I'm an exotic dancer.
Child support is set at $2,300. You're going to do a reimbursement to Medicaid for $276, making your monthly child support payment $2,576.
That's how much you gotta pay.
No, that's how much you gotta pay.
What secret you've never told your ex?
I go with someone else when we were.
I love the judge's ruling because there's so many times when the guy ends up with the kid, the mother still thinks that she's gonna get child support when she never has the kid.
Talking because I was really drunk.
What'd you do with that someone else?
I just hooked up with him.
She belongs to the streets.
Wasn't bad.
Have you ever hung out the next day?
Yes.
Yeah, where you going? Where you going?
She hesitated, doesn't know. She wants to be on the streets more.
$1,200 a week now. It's over. Yep, you wanted to take care of that girl, your little new girlfriend, and her kids. Now, yes. Cause you got me messed. You got me messed up. I don't care. You taking care of other people's kids. I don't care. Yes, because I need all that money. I need it all. I need every penny I can get. Yep. Now you can see your kids.
This could not be more true.
That dude looked friggin' homeless. Like, look at this guy. He looked homeless, and he has to spend $4,800 a month just to support her. And she's just like, oh, yeah, give me all the money. I need all the money. Like, is he even going to have any money for himself?
I can get. Yep. Now you can see your kids.
This could not.
Ask a man to describe the perfect woman and then listen to him. Describe a servant.
Not be more true.
No, I'm afraid I'm going to have to disagree.
Where it's so unfortunate that they want someone in their life that will do everything for them, but then they also want to be able to sleep with this person.
No, in point of fact, that's not actually what most men want.
A lot of times women are in relationships with men and they're like, if I'm your mother, like I don't want to sleep with you if I have to literally treat you like a child. How in the world would I be attracted to that?
I can see how that would be unappealing. But yet, that really does beg the question. Why did those women choose to be with those men, knowing exactly who they are, and then expect them to change?
And it's just unfortunate because I think that men are enabled on...
Well, that's just the thing. Many of the women want men to change for them. But once you get to a certain age, who's going to want to change? Who's going to want to make yourself better for another person that still talks down to you? It's not going to happen. If you have morals, support, and everything else coming from someone, okay, there's a higher chance of some changes to be made to make the other person happy. If that doesn't happen, no. Nothing's going to change.
Every corner of life, they get jobs that they're not qualified for. They get in relationships with women that they don't deserve.
So now men are being enabled at every corner of life. That's going to come as a shock to a great many of them.
Because women just want their validation. They want their proximity to these men because they think that somehow gives them value under patriarchy.
Oh, yep, there's that buzzword, patriarchy.
If you do speak to a man, he just wants somebody that will do everything for him, and then he wants to be able to take all the credit. I see this in the workplace all the time.
I can't help but wonder, where do some of these women keep running into some of these types of men?
She mentioned the workplace, but nowadays, so many workplaces are bumping up women, even though a lot of guys are just like miles ahead of that woman that just got promoted just because majority of the businesses want to promote women because they're so male dominated within the higher systems of each business. So nowadays, for what she's saying, is technically incorrect.
A man will have a better child than a woman, but it's the woman who's actually doing all of his work for him. And then in meetings, instead of giving her the credit, he simply just takes it for his own. And I think that women think that that's like climbing up the corporate ladder, or that's doing things in your relationship that are going to like somehow benefit you in the long run, like your return on investment is going to be significant. But it never is, because men will always just use women.
Generalize more, that'll definitely help. Also, that was a very interesting way of painting women as basically helpless and naive.
Men can't believe that women are single by choice because men aren't single by choice. They may be.
Alright, that one we've already seen. And I'll cut it here. But I hope you enjoyed the video. Like, comment, and subscribe. Talk to you later. Bye-bye.
Finding women to go on dates with.
Oopsie.